The following episode of Dad vs. Daughter was made possible by a contribution from USAopoly.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Megan the Daughter, and today we are playing Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, Defense Against the Dark Arts, and it is
Wands
a duel.
at the ready.
Yes. These are both my wands, though, so, you can never trust another wizard's wand.
Oh, okay. Well, see, they have cross wands. Cross wands on the box.
Yes.
So this is a game that we were excited to play before we had played it.
I was very excited to play it.
And a little bit of a spoiler, we've really enjoyed it playing it, although I've been the one winning.
You have, but,
It's a very cool
so
game.
much fun. Well, it's really back and forth, too.
It is.
Because we get close, and then you always end up kicking my butt at the end. But
so, let's just apparate into the other room and play the game.
All right.
We're each going to start with an identical deck of cards. That includes a wand. And you said, whose wand was this?
That looks like Harry's wand.
Okay.
I believe it's Harry's wand.
So
it's just a generic wand, though.
You can see it's a starter at the bottom. So we're each going to have this same deck. So wand, we gain one lightning bolt.
Yep.
We're also going to have a cauldron.
Yep.
And we get to choose one. We either gain an influence or we gain a health.
Yep.
And then we have 7 Alomoras. So that brings us to a total of 9 cards in our deck. But wait, there's more.
You need 10. You get to pick a pet. Who is going to be your ally. So as you can see here, we have an owl, a toad, and a cat. And no, they are not Hedwig, Trevor, and Crookshanks.
Although I always call them that.
You have to call them that.
So
it's not them.
So if we choose an owl, once per turn, we can save 1 influence on this ability, or on this ally, or remove all saved influence to use this turn. So if I've got like a leftover influence, I can throw it on here, and then that way I can cash those in on a later turn and maybe buy a more expensive card.
It's pretty good.
Next we have the toad.
Trevor.
I call him Trevor. Once per turn, we get to gain 1 health.
Which is pretty nice. And we have Crookshanks. So once per turn, if you have played at least 3 spells, you can gain a lightning bolt.
Yeah, so those are all good.
So we get to pick which one we want into our hand.
Which one would you like?
I think I'll take the toad. I normally go for the toad.
Yeah, I think I've played all of them. But I am going to go with Hedwig the owl.
Yeah.
So that's going to go into my deck. So the rest of these are going to be out of the game.
Yep. We have our own little individual player cards in our house. So as you can see, I have the Hufflepuff one. Dad has
Gryffindor.
And these are double-sided, so you can choose other houses, and there's 2 of each, so if you both want to be Ravenclaw or whatever, you can. But it tells you exactly here what you need to do. So on your turn, you resolve any hexes, which we'll get to in a second. You play cards to generate the effects, and then you end your turn, and then up top is your little stun counter, because it's best out of 3 matches.
And like in Hogwarts Battle, anything that you have left over at the end of your turn gets discarded. So you either use it or lose it.
But here are these hex cards. These are bad spells that you really don't want because they clog up your deck and do some nasty stuff.
Yeah.
So, like Sectum Sempra, you cannot gain more than 1 health this turn. Some say you have to draw extra hex cards. You can't play more than 2 spells. You can only do...
Can't play an ally, or you gotta get rid of an ally.
You gotta get rid of stuff. They're not good cards. So there's a bunch of those that normally end up in my deck, unfortunately.
Yeah, because I'm kind of nasty about that.
But then,
if we cannot buy anything else, and we do have 3 influence, we can buy books at the library, and that allows us to gain 2 influence, or we can draw a card and then return this to the library. These items are never banished; they always return to the library.
So the library's a never-ending stack.
They're magical books.
You're just renting them. That's all you're doing.
And I do want to point out that it does say on the board we have library, classroom, hexes, and banished. So any cards we banish, we're going to put there. We're going to talk about the classroom in a minute, but I will go ahead and return those books to the library.
Yes. So we have a giant stack here of Hogwarts cards, which will make up our classroom. We'll shuffle all those up in just a second, and then you put 4 out, and that's like your biro, and you always have the option of going to the library. But we did get some special promo cards at Gen Con. So here is what some of those Hogwarts cards look like. So we got the Golden Snitch. So if you have 2 or more allies in play, you gain 3 money. Draw 2 cards, and if not, you gain a Bolt and health. So that's still pretty good, but it's 8. So we end up getting 2 of those. We also got Felix Felicis. So choose odd or even, and then reveal the top card of the classroom deck. If its value matches your choice, you gain 2 lightning bolts. Otherwise, you gain 2 health. So that one's not bad either. We got Confundus. So opponent discards a card at random, and if it was a hex or spell, you gain a money and draw a card, and if it was an ally or item, you gain a bolt and a health. And then we got another ally, because there's a couple allies that pop up in the deck.
There's a lot of allies.
There's a lot, but this one is a nondescript ally. So Dobby, the house elf, once per turn, you can banish a card in the classroom. So allies always stay out once you play them. They go into like your little realm here until they happen to get discarded for any reason. But, like I was saying, that's a nondescript one. Because some of these have house ties to them, like Nymphadora Tonks, who happens to be a Hufflepuff. So if you are playing...
And you'll notice because the house crest is there.
So if you're playing, with your Hufflepuff house, that kind of can help you generate some different card abilities. Or even if you're not, and say Dad would happen to get it, he's a Gryffindor, now he can do Hufflepuff abilities. Because on some of these cards, they have unique abilities where you can do cool things. So, let's say if Dad happened to collect Tonks, he then got Sonorous.
Shake, 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 Sonorous, shake your body, Lina.
That just triggered me with Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
No,
Beetlejuice.
I hate that movie. Anyway, onto a better movie franchise. As you can see here, you get your normal ability, just like you would, but because it is a Hufflepuff affiliated card, you get to do this bottom effect, which for this one is draw a card. So if I bought this and didn't have Tonks, I could do it, but if Dad got this, then he could do that. So it's always kind of nice to try to pair up your house ability cards. And there's a bunch of these in the deck. There's a bunch that have any affiliation, and then there's some that definitely play into all of that. We're going to shuffle all those up with the promos and make our classroom deck.
Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing spells and such against each other.
Yes.
And you'll notice at the top of our house card, we have a spot for 3 of the skulls. Now that happens, or we're going to put these really cool markers.
They are the same as they are in the Hogwarts battle. They're just bronze, not silver.
So whenever we get stunned, we are going to place one of those here, and that ends the round. You're basically going to finish with buying or whatever, because all your cards carry over.
Yes.
And you'll see what that means at the end. But the first player to get stunned 3 times is the loser.
Yeah.
So you don't want that to happen.
You get detention, probably, for dueling.
Something. Yeah. Dueling is illegal, even in the state of New Jersey.
Oh, okay. In Jersey's everything's legal according to Hamilton the musical.
This is a Hamilton reference. So what we're going to do is I'm going to shuffle this massive stack of cards, and then that will create the classroom. We're going to have 4 cards in our classroom at all times. When we buy a card from the classroom, we'll immediately replace it, which is a little different than what the Hogwarts battle does, because they wait until the end of the turn. Other than that, I think we're ready to go.
Alrighty.
The game does come with the tokens for health and for fight.
But it
However,
also says
it says in the rule book, we don't need to use these, because you're going to gain health by, if you're here and I gain 2 health, I go that way, and if I inflict fight,
you go back.
They just go backwards.
It's pretty instantaneous unless you're kind of waiting until you've done everything and you just kind of want a reminder. The only things we really use with the tokens are just the influence, so we know how much money we have.
Right. And we're never going to cross this center line.
No,
that's
I can't just keep knocking you back.
No, you can't do that. Stop that. And you'll notice we have the stun area down there.
Yeah.
So I know you can't probably see those very well. We're going to kind of have them like that, and we may end up turning them, but you'll know which side of the board we're going to be going for.
The normal side that we're on.
So, I don't remember. Do the rules say who goes first?
I mean, I'm just going to normally go first.
I know you
feel
are.
like that. I don't think there is a set.
All right, so we consult the rule book, and there is nothing that says who the first player
I think
is.
the Weasley should go first.
Fine.
Ha! Gotta use my gingerness somehow.
Gingerness, is that a word?
It is now.
What about your Marianne-ness?
What?
That's a Gilligan's Island thing.
I don't know that.
That's a joke. Gilligan.
I've never seen Gilligan's Island. I don't know.
Ginger and Mary Ann.
I don't know. Okay, sure.
Ginger Grant, she was an actress.
Is she Ginger? I don't know.
She is Ginger, yeah, she's redhead.
Alright, I'm assuming. Anyway, I'm going to play my Toad, which I can't gain any health right now because I'm at max. But I have 4 low amoras, so I think I'll just go ahead and buy this spell. Scroogify. You can banish a card from your discard pile, and if it's a hex, you gain 2 health.
Alright, we have the Sleeping Drop come up.
That's a pretty good card, actually.
So, I just got my owl, so I can save something if I wish. So I have my Cauldron, which gives me 1, and then I have 3 hello more. Hello.
Hello, Amor.
So I have 4 to
is that
spend.
The American version of it?
It is. So the only thing I can really buy is books, and I'm going to save 1 onto the owl.
That is the nice part about the owl. That builds up. Alright, I've got a wand, so I'm going to hit you for 1. I will take 1 from the Cauldron, and then I have 3 more, so I have 4 total.
Would you
which
like
again,
some books?
I'll take a book. Yep, and I'll fizzle the 1 because I don't have a way of saving that.
You do not.
I don't. Nope.
Alright.
That's okay though. I like healing better.
I have a wand, so I'm going to smack you for 1.
Well, you're not supposed to smack me with the wand.
I'm smacking with the wand. And I got 4 Alomoras, 5 if I choose to use this.
But you
which
don't.
I don't, so I'm going to spend 3, and I'm going to put another one on old Hedwig there.
Oh, Hedwig.
And I'm going to take some more books.
Gotcha.
Because I want to be studious. It's going to be like Alexander Hamilton. He studied a lot of books. Yes, we've been listening to the Hamilton soundtrack.
Dad just recently discovered it after a couple years late. So
that's okay.
He's into it. Once per turn I can gain a health, so I'll just go ahead and do that first. So that way then I can play my Cauldron and take that influence, and then I have 5, which still doesn't get me anything, so I'll just take a book.
Take a book.
Take a book.
Okay, so I'm going to play some books, and I'm going to gain 2 money. I'm going to play some more books, and I'm going to gain 2 more money. I've got 2 Alomoras, so I'll gain 2 more money. See the trend there. And then I have a wand, so I'm going to smack you with it. So I actually have 8 at my disposal.
That's good. You can get anything you want there.
Okay, here.
Fizzing Wispies?
Gain 2 and 2. Oh, that's just too good to use.
And you draw a card. I don't like that.
So I will spend 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to spend 5. And I'm going to take, actually, I can't because I have to use all of it, so.
You're still using it though.
Yeah, because it says remove all saved on that turn. So 1's going to fizzle, but I will get that.
Pretty good.
Like it.
Alright, once per turn I'm going to heal. I can banish a card from my discard. And if it's hexing too, I don't have any hex. Do I really want to get rid of an Alarmora just yet? Kind of thin out my deck, maybe. I don't think I will just yet. Because I kind of want the money to buy some stuff. But I will take the 2 money from the books. I'm going to have 2 more. So that gets me 4. And then I'm hitting you for 1 with the wand. The feather here says you gain influence and draw a card. So I think I'll take that one. And a fizzle. Revelio's such a good card.
Yeah.
Oof.
So I actually have 5 Alomoras.
Oh, there's 2 right there.
So I will take the 2 and see what we get. Ooh, Ditney.
It's 6. It's not 3 like it is in the other
Yeah,
game.
I only have 3 left, so I'll buy some books.
It's a little bit expensive. Alright, I'm full health, so I will take the 1 from my Cauldron, and then I have 3 more from the Lamora, and I have no discard pile, so I will just end up taking a book. Fizzle the 1. See, now I'm like wishing I had the owl because I'm fizzling. It'd kind of been nice to have something that would work.
Smacky for 1.
Stop smacking me with it. Just use a spell.
My Cauldron, I will gain a health, and I have 3 Alomoras, so I'm going to buy a book.
Cool. Fine, I'm smacking you for 1. I'm healing with my Toad. There you go.
Thanks.
Back you up. Gain influence and draw a card. So I gain 2 influence from my book. Another book gives me 2 more influence. And 2 more, so I can actually buy some crap. 2, 4, 6, 7. Ooh,
buy Harry.
Draw's good. Harry's good if he plays 3 spells. This Ditney. You can put all allies you acquire on top of your deck instead of your discard pile. I think I'm honestly gonna take Harry. I like having Harry.
Protego.
Oh no, but that one's good too. Yeah, I guess I'm playing spells.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to play Revealio.
Revealio.
Reveal the top card of my deck. If it's a value of 4 or more, I get to draw that card. It is not, so I will gain 2 money for that.
It's a really good card.
Yeah. So I'm going to play my Fizzing Whizzes.
Fizzing Whizbies.
I'm going to hit you for 2, and I'm going to heal for 2.
Why are you hitting me
and
for 2?
I get to draw a card.
Ugh.
Let's see. That would be, you know, got that song in my brain. I'm going to gain 2 from those books. I'm going to gain 2 from those books.
That song.
I've got 2 Alomoras, so I have lots of money. 2, 4, 6. I have 8. I'm going to buy the Sleeping Draught, and I'm going to put 1 of those on my owl.
That's good. Alright, I'm healing for 1 from my Toad. I'm going to play Harry. So I got him out. Yeah, I will gain 2 from the books, and then 3 more from my little more, so I'm at 5. What does Flagrante? You can banish a card from your discard pile and from the classroom, and you gain an influence for each card banished with this spell. It's not bad to have. And then I'll fizzle the 1.
Jenny. I'm going to play books, but this time I'm going to draw a card and return that to the library. Ooh, that was nice to get.
That's a little concerning.
So I'm going to play the Sleeping Draught. I'm going to hit you for 2. 1, 2.
Ugh.
And I get to choose one of your allies in play. They discard that ally. Yeah, we'll get rid of Harry there.
Why wouldn't you get rid of Harry?
Yeah. I don't
He's
have...
in your house. That's so mean.
Oh, get out of my
He's
house.
the chosen one.
Get off my lawn, kid. Alright, so there's another 3. And I have 1 I could, but let's see.
Protego.
You may banish a hex in your discard pile. If you do, you gain 4.
Or Jenny. Jenny's a nondescript.
Which I'm really kind of
ally.
surprised. She should be a Gryffindor.
Well, they made some just so you don't have to worry about getting house ties.
You know what? I think I will buy Jenny.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds bad, but...
It's,
I'll recruit her.
You're a recruiter to your Gryffindor team. Alright, once per turn I can gain health. I will... Let's see. My feather, I gain an influence. I can draw a card, which gets me a little more.
Drawing cards is good.
Yeah. I'll gain the health from my cauldron, actually. I'll gain 2 from my books, and then 2 more little more, so I'm at 6.
Would you like to buy a Slytherin spell?
I think I might, actually, because it makes you discard cards. I kind of
Ooh,
like that.
I don't like
Non-hex
that.
card.
Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Oh, we got another Slytherin card.
That's a different one, though.
Alright.
I feel like Slytherins and Hufflepuffs
I'm
are,
going to
like,
play my
unlikely friends.
books, and I'm going to draw a card. And I'm going to play my other books and draw another card. Not really what I wanted, but that's okay. My wand will hit you for 1.
Stop hitting me.
And my Fizzy Wizzies will...
Fizzing Whizbies.
I like to call them Fizzy Wizzies.
That's not what they're
I'm
called.
going to hit you for 2 more. I'm going to gain 2, and I get to draw a card.
I don't like that. I need to hit you.
Let's see. You know, I think I'm going to play my books and draw another card.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play Revealio, and that is not a 4 more, but I will get 2 monies for that. And then I have 3 Alomoras.
5.
So I'm at 5.
Would you like Protego? Or would you like, Dinsargio? I don't know that one.
I don't think I've had that one yet. Gain 2, or opponent puts a hex in the discard pile. I like that ability.
I don't like that one.
So there's all 5.
That's why I was stocking up on banishing cards. Alright, once per turn I can heal. With my books, I think I'm actually going to draw a card. Ooh, okay. I like that. That's good. Very good. With my cauldron, I will take another health. I'm gonna hit you for 1 and discard a non-hex card from your hand, please.
Well, considering I don't have any hexes, I'll discard that a little
I'm
more.
gonna hit you for another. And I have uno mas. Doesn't give me anything.
That spell doesn't do anything for you?
Scrooge pie. Doesn't do anything though.
What's it do?
You can banish a card from your discard pile, which I didn't have, so.
Okay.
Yep, that was it.
Okay. I'm going to play Revelio. And it's a little more, so that just gives me 2 monies. Smack you with a wand.
Stop smacking me.
Smack you twice with a wand, and I
Stop
gain 2
it.
health.
That's not a wand.
And I have 1. So I could have 4.
Another Revelio or
Ooh,
Accio.
Accio. Gain 2 extra discard profile item and put it in my hand. I like that, so I'm going to buy that.
Buy all the good stuff. Alright, I'm healing with Trevor. I'm playing Harry. Yeah. Take the 2 money from the books. 3 low Amoras. Gives me 5, but I played 3 spells, so I'm going to gain 2 bolts, so hit you twice with Harry.
No, Harry.
And then 5, let's see. I think I'll take Protego for 4 and fizzle the 1.
Okay, we got Hermione. Harry must be awful sleepy.
No.
Because he gets a sleeping draught. So
Harry.
I'm going to smack you for 2,
Stop
and
it.
he goes away.
Can you hit me with 1 more? I will be stunned.
No, but I'm going to play Densagio
Yeah,
and
that is.
gain 2, or you get to put a hex in your discard pile, so I'm going to have you do that.
Why don't we just take the 2?
And then 3 monies.
That's okay. I can do banishy stuff.
So I'm going to spend 2 on the Revelio, and I'm going to put 1 on the Owl.
Ah. Professor Minerva McGonagall, head of Gryffindor House.
Mother of Captain Flint
Yeah.
from Black Sails.
Also, she was Wendy.
She's Granny Wendy.
Yeah. She's Granny in Downton. I'm gonna gain a health from a toad. I'm gonna draw a card with my book. Which was that? Alright. La Grande. Probably saying that incorrectly. You can banish a card from your discard pile and from the classroom, so I'd banish that hex. And from the classroom. Ooh.
You don't need those Gryffindors out there.
I really don't. You don't either, but, you know, I think I'll get rid of Ditney, honestly. That's a high one. Why not? Do that. So I gain a money. I can draw a card, which I would have to shuffle.
And realize we know they're called influence, but we always call them
always
monies.
call them monies. That's what they're used for. Alright, drawing a card. Little more. And 3 more, so that gets me 5. Expelliarmus. Ooh, I like that one. Discards a card every end than you do.
Ooh, Petrificus Totalis.
Nice.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
All right, Jenny.
Can you hit me for 2?
Oh, where did these go? Oh, though you were
I discarded. I
banished.
banished them.
I put
You're
those over there
gone.
because I'm going to put them in my deck.
Don't do
I
that.
can reveal the top card of my deck if it has a value of 1 or more. I gain a lightning bolt. It is more.
It's more than 1?
So it is more than 1. So I don't get to draw that. However, since it has a value of 1 or more, I gain 1 smack against you. And I gain a money.
Can you do 1 more smack?
Give you a smack and a smack you back.
I don't like the smacking with the wand. That's not what the wands were intended for.
No, because I have Cauldron and I'll gain a health for that. You know what? I'm going to do the Revelio, value of 4 or more, which it doesn't, but I do get 2 monies for that. And I have 2 more Aloha Moras. So I have 5. I could have a potential of 6. Yeah, I think I will take that one for 4.
Okay.
And I could potentially have 3 left.
Bombarda
I'm
or
going-
Petrificus Totalis.
I am going to spend the 2, and I'm going to take Bombardo.
Bombarda.
And I fizzle that one.
Don't want to put it on your owl?
I can't because I took
Gotcha.
things off my owl.
Got you. Alright, I'm gaining health. Trevor. I'm gonna draw a card from my library books. I'm hitting you for 1. Gonna gain a health from my cauldron. Gain a money and a health. And then 2 more monies. So I'll fizzle the 1. I will take Petrificus Totalis.
Okay. I can reveal the top card of my deck if it has a value of 1 or more, which it does. I gain a smack to you and a money.
It is not a smack.
I like to call it a smack.
But that's
I'm gonna Accio an item, and I'm gonna get the sleeping drop. So shuffle my deck.
It goes in your hand?
Yes.
So my toad's really tired.
Your toad is really tired,
Toad's
and you're
really
gonna
tired.
get hit for 2.
Can you do 1 more?
I can do 2 more.
Dang it.
So I gain 2. I gain 2 health, and I get to draw a card because it is imperative to play your turn out.
It is.
I'm going to play Revelio, and it was that. It was an Alohomora, so I'm just going to gain 2 money, and then I have another 3. So I have a total of 6. I could get Sonoris. I think I'm going to buy that for 4.
You hate drafting?
Maybe.
It's a Hufflepuff.
And, ooh, 7. I have 2 left, and I will buy Petrificus Totalis. And that will be my turn. Oh, Ron Weasley came up. So now that I have stunned Megan, she has placed the marker on her card there. We shuffle all of our cards. We take our allies, we take our discard pile, we take our deck, and we shuffle everything together to start the second round.
So it does say that whoever was stunned gets to decide if they want to go first.
So this is a time where knowing what your hands are, or knowing what the cards are in your hand, helps you make that decision.
No, I think I will actually let you go first.
All right.
Just to see what happens.
I'm going to play my owl.
I might regret that.
I'm going to play Jenny. Jenny allows me to look at this. This is a starter. So since it does not have a value of 1 or more, I don't gain anything, which kind of stinks.
That's nice for me, though.
Yeah. So I will play Revelio.
But
Guess
you know
what?
what it is?
That doesn't have a thing of 4, but it does give me 2 monies. And I will also play my Fizzy Wizzies and hit you for 2. I could gain 2, but I can draw a card.
Just move over.
Yeah. I'm going to use my wand. I'm going to smack you with that.
Stop smacking me.
And then I am going to smack you for another 2 with the sleeping drop.
Dude.
So I have 2 to buy, which there's nothing I can buy.
That wasn't nice at all.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That was a crap turn.
Oh, you know what? So I did have 2. I'm going to put 1 on the
Okay,
owl.
that's
Sorry.
fine. That's fine. So my feathers, I'm going to gain an influence and draw a card. Haha, I got an ally, so I can at least gain a health. And I have a wand, so I'm smacking you with it. Creature 5, which has no discard, so that's okay. And then 2 more, so I have 3, which I'll just buy a book.
Get some book learning.
Book learning?
All right, Jenny,
Okay.
reveal top. It is a starter, so I get nothing.
That's kind of nice.
Revelio, it's a starter, so I get 2 monies at least. And then I will play my Cauldron, which will give me another 1.
And a health. Oh,
No,
that's Ori, yeah. My
yeah.
bad.
I will play Densagio and put a hex in your discard pile.
Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
I am going to do Accio. I'm going to gain 2 or search my discard pile for an item and put it in my hand.
Oh.
Did I misplay that the last turn?
I think you might
Did
have.
I draw there? If I did,
Yeah.
oops. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull that out and yeah, get rid of your.
It's 2, right? 2 bolts.
That was
Yep,
2.
I took
And
it.
then Bombarda, which
Are
hits
you
for
kidding
another
me?
1. Oh, did that stun you?
Wow. That's crap. I did
Boom.
1 turn that whole round.
Boom. All right, so we'll shuffle up and we'll get ready to start maybe the last round of the game.
I was gonna do some smacking on you too that round.
So I did have 3 monies to buy, so I will buy a book, and then the one that was on the owl gets discarded. So now we will shuffle up and get ready for the third round.
I think I made the mistake last round of letting you go first. So I'm going to try and see if I can do a little bit better. This is kind of shameful. Gain health, which I'm at max, but that's okay. Discard a card at random. For Expelliarmus.
Me?
Yeah.
I have to discard card?
Opponent discards a card at random, so yeah.
Alright. I have no idea what any of these are.
No,
so
just
discard. Well, actually, that's okay because I don't have a discard pile,
Yeah.
so it didn't hurt me that bad.
Cauldron. Gain a monies. Gain a monies from Alohomora. Gain a monies and a health. You can banish a hex in your discard pile, which you don't have a discard pile at the moment. And 3 monies. I will just
Buy a book.
Thank you.
Alright. I am going to return my book to the library and draw a card. So I have Flagrante, or Flag. Is
Yeah.
that it?
Yeah, I don't know.
It
That's a
says
good one.
I may banish a card from the discard pile and from the classroom.
And then you get
that
a
means you
money.
have to do both. I am
Yeah.
not going to do that because I don't want to discard from my discard
ya.
or banish from my discard pile. But
You could.
I will do this. I'll smack you for 2. I'll gain 2 health, and I will draw a card. And Trevor's a sleepy frog.
Of course he is.
And it's smacking you for 2.
He's a toad. He's not a frog.
That's true. I'll smack
He's
you
not in the
again
choir.
for another one.
You
And
do
I can
2
banish
more.
a card from the classroom.
Get rid of something high, so I can buy something.
Let's get rid of Ron. Ron Weasley.
Aw, man,
Ron got banished.
that sucks.
And then
Is it because he's ginger?
I have 1.
I'm offended.
No, I have 1. That's all I generated
That's all
from
you
money.
generated, yeah.
Wow.
It hit me
I
a
can't
lot.
even. I don't even have my owl to put the money on.
No, I'm getting worried. Okay, I've got Harry. I have a wand, so I'm smacking you. I have 3 money, so I'll take a book. But I played 3 spells because I had 3 Alohomores. So Harry's gonna smack you for 2.
Ouch.
Well, if you can do 2, you win. So.
Well, guess what? I can't.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
But I will play Dinsagio, and I will put a
Yes.
hex in your discard pile.
That's fine.
And then I have 4 Alohomores. So can I buy this for 4? What is this? Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa. Not Leviosa. Right. I'm going to discard my books and draw a card. Alright, so I'm going to play Scourgify. You can banish a card from your discard pile, and if it's a hex, gain 2 health.
Jeez.
So that's kind of nice. I'm going to gain a bolt, so smack you. An opponent discards a non-hex card.
Oh, okay. Or you can discard a Alohomora.
Choose one, gain a bolt, or choose one of your opponent's allies in play. You don't have any, so take a bolt.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can't do it, you're fine. 1 Alohomora, so 1 influence. I could banish a card from the discard pile in classroom. I could gain, that would only get me 2 more money, which would get me a book, so I'm not going to do that. Can you, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you do 4?
No.
Cool, good. Don't do that.
I'm gonna smack you for 1 with my wand. It's just like I'm taking my wand and smacking you.
Fine.
And then I will play Petrificus Totalis, and I can either hit you for 1 or choose an ally that you have in play. Bye-bye, Harry. I will play my Cauldron, and I'll gain health. And then I have 1 Alohomora, which just fizzle.
Well, if I can keep you on the ropes, that would be nice.
All you gotta do is hit me for 3 this turn.
Really? Maybe. Ha ha. Ha ha. I think I can. Alright, put Harry down. I'm gonna draw cards so I return my books. Discard a card at random. And because I have a Gryffindor, I can gain a bolt, so boop.
Discarding. Oh, not my owl.
So 2 spell, gets Alohomora, gain a bolt. An opponent discards a non-hex card. I can banish, but I don't want to. But either way, I've still played 3 spells, which Harry's gonna smack you for 2. Yes! Alright, I'm still in it. Still in it.
Did you have anything to buy?
I did. I had 1 money, so it didn't matter. But I'm in it. We're good.
All
I have
right.
a chance here.
So we're going to reset and get ready for another round. Well, since I got stunned, I get to decide if I want to go
You
first.
want to go first, right?
I do want to go first.
Good,
I
because
think.
that's fine. You can go first.
So-
Hopefully that's not going to hurt me later.
Yeah. So put a hex in your discard pile.
That's okay. That's actually what I was wanting you to do. So thank you.
All right. So I'm going to smack you for 1 with Bombarda, and I can banish a card in the classroom.
Get rid of something.
Let's get rid of Hermione.
Oh man, the married couple.
Bye bye Hermione.
Got rid of them.
And then I have 3. Ooh, what's this? Choose one, gain 2 or draw a card.
I didn't
Kinda
get like a
that.
chance to look at it, and you're already buying it.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's Reparo.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Gain a money and a health from Protego. I can banish a hex in my discard pile, and if I do, gain 2 bolts. So, snap ya. And then 4 Lomoras, which I'll buy a book. Physical one.
Okay. I'm gonna play Sonorous, and I'm gonna hit you for 1 and gain 2 monies. I'll play my Cauldron, which I'm gonna take a money. Then I have 3 Alomoras, which is another 3 money. So I have 6. I could buy some good stuff. Oh, I like that.
Gain 2 health, you can banish cards.
And I can't buy that.
Nope.
So I'm gonna buy the Langlock.
Like what?
So that takes all of the monies.
Ooh, okay. Gonna use my books for the money. Petrificus Totalis, I'm just gaining a bolt because you have no allies in play. Gain a... yeah, I'll gain a monies. And then 2 more monies, so that's 5. I will grab the potion kit, which is 1 of everything.
Oh, Protego. Alright, I'm putting my owl in play. I'm going to do Revelio, reveal the top card. It is Jenny, so
Hi, Jenny.
that doesn't help, but I do get 2 money. And then, guess what? I got a Revelio. Hi, Jenny.
Hi,
Two
Jenny.
money.
Just keeps popping up on you.
Guess what? I'm going to hit you for 2. I'm going to gain 2, and I get to draw a card. Hello, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Jenny says I get to reveal the top card of my deck.
It's not Jenny.
It's
Who is it?
It is a value of 1 or more, so
Oh,
I'm going to smack you for 1, and I'm going to gain 1 more
Stop
money.
that.
And then I have Flagrante. I can banish a card from my discard pile and from the classroom, which I think I will. I'm going to take one of the Alomoras. I'm banishing that. And then I will banish... let's get rid of McGonagall. And since
You're
I
ahead of
banished 2
house.
cards, I will get 1 monies for each. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7. And let's see, what does that one do? Opponent discards a non-hex and puts a hex in the discard pile. Like that.
Yep. Alrighty. Getting Harry down. Expelliarmus. Discard a card at random.
Okay, so
Haha. And I gain a bolt because it's a Gryffindor. So do that. I don't have any hexes in my discard pile, so I really don't want to worry about that. But my wand's gonna smack you. I gain a money and I can draw a card. I can only play 2 spells this turn, but I've already played 2 spells this turn, so it really doesn't matter.
I know we hadn't really talked about this.
We haven't
but
had any hexes come up in our hand.
yeah, so whenever a hex either is in your hand, you have to play that as the first card, or
If it
if
comes
you
up with
draw
that.
it, you have to resolve it immediately.
But it's actually okay, because I've already played 2 spells, and I don't have any more to play.
And unless the hex card tells you that it is banished, it goes back to your discard pile.
But unfortunately, I only played 2 spells. So I can't use Harry, and I only had 1 money,
That's
so
okay.
I didn't do anything.
Harry's going bye-bye.
I got
'cause
sleeping draught.
he's tired.
How much, 2?
Hit you for 2.
You got 1 more?
I got my wand. I'm going to smack you. Does that stun you? We're just going to keep going. We're going to smack you again.
Stop it, I'm off the
And
board.
then I have 1. So, Megan now
Ugh.
has been stunned 3 times. So, the Tri-Wizard Cup comes
It's not a
to
Tri-Wizard Cup.
your
It's
father.
the Dueling Club. I have lost every single game of this we've played. I have come close several times, but I've still lost every single game.
Well, this was the furthest you've been, because normally it's been a very back and forth game
Yeah.
where we've each had
That
2.
second round, you just came in and kicked my butt.
Well, it did help that I drew all my smack
I mean, it
cards.
does help. Stop, you're not smacking me.
All right.
Child abuse.
So now let's get to what we think. All right, Megan, since you are the Potterhead, I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
go first.
I really, really like this game. I was super excited about it from the moment I heard about it. I saw it at Gen Con. I was super happy to come home with it.
Well, you've known about it since it's
Oh man, I've been
first came to the
following this
light.
game for a while. This game is so cool. I love Hogwarts Battle. That is no mystery, and the fact that this is like similar but totally different is super cool. I like that it's back and forth, just dueling against you. You don't have to worry about Death Eaters or any of those things that pop up in Hogwarts Battle. It's really fast paced, just with your turn order. The spell cards are similar. They're just like the purple instead of them being the red. I like the house affiliations with some of those cards and the way you can do allies and everything. I really think this is a cool game.
It is
so much
this
fun.
the gameplay on this. You saw how fast and simple this is. So I really enjoy that. I like the fact that we can finally go head to head against each other in the Hogwarts universe. Because in Hogwarts Battle we're playing.
Universe?
Yeah, did I say Hogwarts universe?
You said Hogwarts
Harry
universe.
Potter universe.
I mean, it is in the Hogwarts Battle universe.
But we're playing cooperative in that, and so this is really nice that
fun.
we can do this.
With it being so fast paced, if I want to play like a Hogwarts Battle, but not like maybe take over an hour, getting really frustrated with not being able to defeat so many Death Eaters and having all those dark events come up, like I would probably definitely get this one out because it scratches that itch, but it's still different. But I mean, you're still playing with like a lot of the same cards.
Yeah. So let's talk about the artwork. We
all
made
the same.
comment in the unboxing that the artwork is the same from Hogwarts Battle, except the spells, instead of being
purple.
red, they're purple, which I think actually looks kind of cool.
Some of these have different colored borders. Obviously, like this one goes with your house, which I think is really cool to add that in.
Let's talk about that, because this is a really cool concept that they've added here, because I can be Gryffindor, so those automatically are going to help me if I get them.
But if you get a Gryffindor ally.
Yeah, if you get a Gryffindor ally and you've got them in play like you had Harry, then you can get that card and you can get that extra ability. So I like the way that they've added that into the game.
It's kind of like trying to get the house die and doing bonus things, but this one I kind of like because it is like, you can still play that even if you're not that house. So it's kind of cool.
The hexes, I think, are really cool because not only do they clog the deck, they are always bad.
There was one game, I swear, every single time I drew up, I had like 3 hexes, and I could not get any of those banishing cards because you just kept buying them at that point.
Yeah, there was a card, I don't remember
awful.
which spell it was, but every time, I think I had 2 of them in my deck.
You did.
That would put a hex in your
constantly putting
your
hexes,
deck.
and the hexes would put hexes in.
And sometimes they'd go right in your hand.
It sucked. That was not a good game. Like, that's the thing. But like, I have lost every single game of this we played. I still love this.
Yeah.
I'm so determined to win. One of these days I will, and I will post about it and be very excited. But
I also want to talk about, and this is bad on me, is the finish on these cards is really good. You can tell it's got a nice linen finish. These are just like regular playing cards. They've got that nice coating on there. And I will say that protects them from water because we actually took this on vacation with us recently. The box is so small, it travels very well. But when we were playing at the hotel, I was shuffling and a couple cards slipped out and one went onto the floor, which actually didn't make it to the floor because Sophie's water bowl was right next to it, and this landed one of these landed right into the water bowl. But I got it out and I dried it off, but there was no damage to the card.
Which was, God, I was
because Megan was going to kill me.
I was, but I will say the finish is the nice linen finish. Where in Hogwarts Battle, it's not. It's kind of a glossy finish. So it is a different type of texture. I do like, though, the artwork on the back of these. I think is kind of nice. So that's cool.
These are cool because these are just the same as what you have in Hogwarts Battle. You can see the little skull. In Hogwarts Battle, they're silver. Here they're copper looking. So that's really neat.
These are included, like they said, you don't really need these health and bolt tokens. They're just kind of there. I mean, I guess you could throw them in with the other Hogwarts Battle, but you get another baggie even with the Monster Box and Monsters expansion. Really, we only kind of used the influence tokens, but even then you don't really need them either. So, I mean, it's nice to have those, but like it's not a necessity. But that's cool. And I do like these little markers, so you can put your little house crest in there. But they are kind of a pain getting them in there.
Yeah,
we had a little bit of trouble.
That's
that is
pretty tight.
Pretty thick cardboard, and that is a small little stand.
But they're not going to go anywhere.
No, and we're probably never going to play any other house unless for whatever
I don't know
reason.
about that.
I'm always going to be a puff.
I thought
I'm a
about
puff.
playing. I actually almost played Slytherin tonight, but because I kept saying Gryffindor,
You
I
like
was
saying
Gryffindor.
that, yeah.
But no, the game is awesome. What I would really like to see is a tournament of this, where
Ooh, yeah. You could do a tournament.
you face off and you're playing against other people.
Mm-hmm.
When you knock them out, they get knocked down to the losers bracket, and the winners keep going on.
Gen Con 2020, you got some ideas or origins too, even.
See, I did that when Seven Wonders Duel came out.
Yeah.
I had there were 6 of us, and we each had a copy, or 3 of us had a copy of that, and that's what we did. We played off against each other, and
That's kinda cool.
I was actually victorious in that.
For sure.
So it was cool.
But I think we're the only people in our gaming group that have this, but
I think
still,
you're
I
right.
think it's cool though. I think everything about this is cool. It's still Hogwarts Battle, but it's not, and it's
I
just
still like calling that Fizzy Wizzies.
not. Okay, next time we go to Universal, I'm gonna make you buy a pack of Fizzing Whizbees then, so you
Yeah.
have to try them.
So I in one of the previous games I had Tonks, and I was Gryffindor, so that helped. I was able to do the allies because you tried to give me a bunch of hexes, and Tonks' ability
Tonks
allows
is
me
nice.
to get rid of the hexes, and I actually get something
That
for
game
them.
I had Flitwick.
But speaking of the other people we've got,
Because I did have Flitwick that game. And there's Flitwick.
did you? Oh, there's Polyjuice Potion.
Well,
That's pretty cool. So there's Flitwick there. We have Gilderoy Lockhart, Chocolate Frogs. Oh, this is that one spell I had.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tarantella.
Yeah. So I smack you for 2, then I get to put a hex in your hand.
Use your wand for spellcasting. You don't use it for smacking or sticking it up trolls' noses or anything.
Get some
or
boogies out of there.
Bogies, yep. Troll bogies.
Troll bogies. Oh yeah. Here's,
Shrunken Head. We had the Shrunken Head the other night.
yeah, that's pretty
Got a
cool.
quote in him.
Got your quick quotes quill.
I like that one. That one was good.
Mad Eye Moody.
Yeah.
So he's another.
Another nondescript
Yeah.
ally. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh,
Hagrid, because it's not Hogwarts without you, Hagrid.
there you go, Hagrid. And then let's see. I'm just kind of flipping through
Yeah.
here. Ooh, what we got there?
Peruvian Instant Darkness Pattern.
Oh yeah. There's some more with that.
Yeah, there's some really cool cards.
Get some butterbeer.
Yeah.
Stupefy.
I mean, a lot of these are cards that you will find in, regular Hogwarts battles. A couple new ones.
Potion
I
kit,
got
which
that,
you
never
had.
got to use it.
Butterbeer,
So you
Crucio.
stunned me.
I think I had Crucio too.
Probably.
Because I was
You're
generating
mean
like
to
a
me.
lot of money, and I had the owl, so I was able to buy all those high-priced cards,
Yeah.
which was really cool. There you go. There's Vincent Crabbe. He does look
Ugh.
kind of crabby. You have the Golden Snitch, which was one of the promos that we didn't get. And did you point out that there's a little star at the bottom there for
no,
the
but
promo?
that's like how all the other promos are too.
Whoop. Dropped a card there. Let's see what else we got. The crystal ball.
Yeah, I mean, these
here we
are
go.
really similar.
Sugared butterfly wings, because everybody wants to eat those, right?
Well, you could buy a box of those too.
Neville Longbottom. He is a
Strong
Gryffindor.
bottom.
Why isn't he got the Gryffindor thing
Well,
on him?
Jenny's a Gryffindor and she doesn't have it.
There we go. We got the Mandrake.
But Luna is house out of the Silver Trio.
Spellotape. We've had that.
Does not fix Wantron.
There we go. We got Professor Sprout.
Head of house for Hufflepuff. Best house.
We have our favorite werewolf.
Best defense against dark arts teacher. He's the best.
Oh, we got chocolate frogs.
Which are
I'm
so
not sure with
good.
that. Oh, there's that sleeping drought. I like that.
Ugh, I normally end up with that.
There we go. We got Groyle.
Gregory Goyle.
Gregory Goyle. There's your feather. And we got the trader, Cho Chang.
Wow.
Here we go.
You
There's
know,
Tonks.
they were torturing her and her parents. It's fine.
They tortured her parents?
I think they were.
I don't think so.
Umbridge was just doing a lot of crap. Who
I thought
knows?
they just used truth serum on her.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably. It just.
Yeah.
Cho gets a lot of
watch the movie.
crap.
So,
Okay?
so there's Tonks. It says you may banish one of those hexes if you resolve the hex
they
on
were
the turn.
threatening her parents. That was it.
And then you gain 2 health and get draw a card, so I like that. There's the Man with Style, Albus
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
Yeah. Looney Lovegood.
There's Looney.
Yep. We love Luna.
And there's everybody's favorite explosion expert. Oh no, that's
not.
Oh, I thought that
not
was
Seamus.
I thought that was Seamus Finnegan.
Okay, first of all,
That's Ernie
Seamus is
McMillan.
not a Hufflepuff.
I know. I was just looking at that quick.
Oh man, there's the spare.
There's our spare. Kill the spare, Cedric Diggory. Oh my boy. And then we got Draco, and then we showed you Dobby, which was a.
Snape.
And then we got Snape. Yeah. So we don't have a Finnegan.
We don't have Seamus Finnegan because he's in Hogwarts Battle.
Yeah. So
he's doing other explosions off.
I'm sure that maybe that will be
elsewhere.
more in an expansion
I wonder
because
if there could be an expansion. It
or
easily could
or
be.
next year's promos.
Yeah, I mean there could be an expansion for this, getting some new cards in. There's a lot of cards though in this already, which I think is kind of nice.
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to, you probably could take some cards from Hogwarts Battle and throw them in. There is that little differentiator like up top to tell you that this is for this box, but I think it would scale a bit differently because I know some of them are a little different abilities. But
I'm not really wild about that idea.
you could if you really wanted to.
I guess you could.
I'm not wild about it either, but it's an option if you really want to.
So that is Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Defense Against the Dark Arts. It's for 2 players.
It's the Dueling Club.
It's from the op.
It's from the op.
And big shout out to our buddy Ross
Thank
at the op.
you so much, Ross. 100 points to whatever house you are. I think you're Hufflepuff.
He is Hufflepuff.
Yeah, I was going to say he was Hufflepuff.
He gave you a fist bump there.
Hufflepuffs are the best house. Honestly.
And we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
If you would like to support us, you can visit patreon.com/dadvdaughter.
Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.